Welcome to Gear Up with Big Iron.
If we ever have your sale, we're going to work as hard as we can to make sure it's the best sale we ever had.
Hey, welcome everybody to Gear Up, the Big Iron Podcast. My name is Ryan Harbor, and today I'm guest hosting Gear Up, and my colleague Eric Cannon is with me once again. Eric and I, again, sales leaders here at Big Iron, back for part 2 of our fall equipment preview. Eric, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Ryan, good to be back. Thanks for having me. Sure, I'm suffering what everyone else is as a post-Thanksgiving overeating, a lot of turkey, a lot of sweet desserts. So, yeah, I'm in that recovery mode like everyone else.
That's right. It's kind of hard not to want to just continue on into the next holiday because it's so close. You know, whenever you get through Thanksgiving, it kind of feels like holidays for about 45 days. So yeah, we're looking forward to the exciting upcoming year-end auctions that we have coming up here now in the month of December. Just so many great, wonderful things happening here at Big Iron, and a lot of things that we want to share with you guys today. So many good sales coming up, as well as like I said, just some other opportunities within some of our other verticals that we'll talk about as well. So with that, um, Eric, let's just jump right in. We got a lot of content to cover today, and so let's just get rolling. What do we got going in the first week of December?
Yeah, we've got a ton of action here in December and year end, just like we always do. So quite a long list here, but definitely want to cover these auctions that you and I have highlighted. And I'll start with December 4th, Bob Napier retirement out of Ewing, Nebraska. You want to cover some of the highlights there, Ryan?
Absolutely. So, you know, there's a lot of great equipment for sale in the month of December, and one thing that's great about Big Iron is we have such a diverse inventory, and we can really accommodate buyers of all brands, all shapes, all sizes. And you know, when I look at Bob's sale here, you know, something that we don't run across quite as frequently, but a great opportunity here is a 2017 New Holland CR790 combine. For the New Holland buyers out there, this machine, pretty low hours, only about 926 hours on the separator. So would be a great opportunity for a New Holland buyer on the Bob Napier auction in Ewing, Nebraska.
And then jumping ahead, also on December 4th, we've got the Bockhold Farms retirement, and that's out of Camp Point, Illinois.
You bet. And again, another great opportunity, you know, again, catering to all the different brands and buyers of those brands out there. This sale hosts a 2022 Gleaner S96 Super Series four-wheel drive combine. Great looking machine. Low hours again on this one, only 400 hours on the separator. So really not much use there. Would be a great opportunity for somebody who's looking for a high horsepower Gleaner. And also, I noted that this seller does also have an excavator as well that you might want to take a look at. He has a Daewoo Solar 173 excavator, so take a look at that as well.
And then the Jim and Jerry Kieber auction out of Spalding, Nebraska, also on December 4th.
Yeah, so we'll shift gears a little bit and switch over to John Deere and some green paint here a little bit. Really nice 2011 John Deere 9570 STS combine on this one. 1,300 hours on the separator. Really clean machine that these guys have. Really, Jim and Jerry stuff is all very clean and very nice. One thing I want to highlight on that sale too, in particular, is a little bit of an older machine, but what a great tractor. They've got a 1993 John Deere 4960 MFWD tractor that's in excellent condition as well. So for anybody that likes that more vintage variety of a 4960, this would be a good find.
And then jumping up to our friends in Wisconsin, out of Black Creek, Wisconsin, we've got the Wagner Farms auction.
Yeah, so Wagner Farms has quite a diverse lineup as well. You know, some of the highlights there, couple Case tractors, 2011 Case IH Maxim 125 MFWD tractor on that sale. Couple little collectible units too, 1972 International 574 diesel tractor on that sale. And then also another later model Case IH Puma 240 CVT MFWD tractor on that one.
Awesome. And then Gerald and Teresa Jenkins retirement, they're coming to us out of Lorain, Illinois.
So, you know, this is kind of a fun one, Eric, because first and foremost, this equipment is in immaculate condition, but there's one specific item on this sale that has really struck up a lot of conversation in the social media realm. And so I've just kind of been watching the chatter around this particular tractor, and it's just kind of such a rare bird. I mean, there was such a cult following, if you will, of a John Deere 7810. And so anytime you can get one on auction that's really clean with really low hours, you're probably going to see potentially record setting prices on a machine like that. And on this particular sale out of Lorain, Illinois, there is a 1998 John Deere 7810 MFWD tractor. And I'm telling you, Eric, this thing is nice. Just a barely over 3,000 hours on this machine. Power quad transmission, which is the setup on this tractor is pretty highly sought after. And just the overall condition of it and the presentation of it is really well. You're going to want to run over and check that out again. Like Eric said, that's on December 6th on the Gerald and Therese Jenkins auction out of Lorain, Illinois.
Yeah, so good stuff there for December 4th. We're going to jump ahead here to one that we're having on December 9th out of Warsaw, Illinois, the Rodney Eustace estate.
You bet. So again, just continuing down that same line of thinking with really nice late model, low hour equipment, and also some things that are kind of have a very specific following. This particular sale hosts a 2011 John Deere 4830 sprayer. That machine, really nice looking sprayer. Got about 3,200 hours on it. Obviously, a farmer owned sprayer and really nice machine there, as well as, we don't see as often a Class 6 combine. This particular sale also hosts a 2013 John Deere S660. It is a four-wheel drive. And so for somebody that's looking for a little lesser horsepower combine that's optioned up to the gills, this is the one. 2013 John Deere S660 four-wheel drive combine.
So we're just getting into our December auctions, and we've already got our late model buyers and our collector buyers covered just in those first few auctions. So that's awesome. December 10th, we've got the Brabeck Farms retirement out of Nickerson, Nebraska.
You bet. So here's your opportunity to own a really late model, low hour piece of equipment if you're in the market. Marlin's equipment, again, very, very nice, very well presented. Sales rep did an excellent job with this listing. And he has a 2023 John Deere S780 combine. That unit's only got 398 hours on the separator, as well as a 2021 John Deere 8R370. Again, super nice, super clean tractor. That tractor's got just under 1,800 hours on it. And that's, again, coming up with the Brabeck Farms retirement in Nickerson, Nebraska.
And then piggybacking also on December 10th, we've got Sugar Creek Farm Partnership out of Dixon, Illinois.
So we haven't touched the color red yet, but we will now, because here we go again, a really nice selection of late model, low hour equipment. 2022 Case IH 8250 combine for sale on this particular auction. 453 hours on the separator. And you're going to want to check this listing out. Again, just a great representation of what we do here at Big Iron in terms of really preparing a lot in a manner that can give our buyers and bidders real confidence in the quality of the equipment that they're looking at on our website. This seller also has several other pieces of equipment for sale. It is a full line retirement sale. But the other highlight piece that I'm taking a look at here right now, Eric, is a 2018 Case IH Steiger 370 four-wheel drive tractor. Again, just, for a tractor that's 6 years old to only be 1,600 hours of use on that machine. Again, a really clean unit, something you're going to want to take a look at.
Let's look at this one, December 11th, Parallel Ag. This one's awesome. This shows the reach of Big Iron once again, because we've got Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas involved in this auction.
You got it. And again, just a great selection of equipment from one of our dealer partners. Really, a brand that's really become a little bit more relevant and dominant in the marketplace lately is Fendt. And if you're in the market for a Fendt tractor, here's a place to find one, because they've got several for sale here on the Parallel Ag sale, as well as several pieces of hay equipment, harvest equipment, header equipment, tillage equipment. Like I said, they cover about everything with the product offering that they have here on this sale for Parallel Ag.
Also on December 11th, the Williams and Moss retirement, and that's out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Yeah, so again, we're reaching out geographically a little bit here further to the southeast, and the William and Moss Farms sale, again, nice selection of late model Case IH equipment. Few things there, a smaller scale Case IH combine. Again, we talked a little bit about the S660. Well, this particular sale hosts a 2014 Case IH 6130. So for that producer that's looking for a little lesser horsepower machine, here's one to tie into. Like I said, it's a 2014 6130. 1,200 hours on the separator, which is remarkably low for a combine that age as well. And so machine looks to be in good condition, so you'll want to take a check on that one, as well as another important thing to note is In that particular listing, we have secured the build codes, which we try to work with some of our dealer partners on that later model equipment so that we can show our customers, how those machines are spec'd. That particular unit does have the build codes in the listing, so you can take a look at that.
And then rounding out, we've got the Randall Bathurst retirement out of Abilene, Kansas.
It was really important that we covered all brands here, Eric. And I tell you what, this kind of rounds it out because Randall has in his lineup a really nice late model versatile tractor. So again, like I said, we've touched about everything, but he's got a 2021 versatile 405 four-wheel drive tractor. Again, a really nice unit, only about 948 hours on that machine. So again, another low-houred opportunity for somebody in the market for a 405 versatile.
And then jumping ahead to December 18th, again, an example of the powerful reach we have here at Big Iron. We've got Acme Lift. They're in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Washington, Ryan.
You bet. So Acme Lift has agreed to work with Big Iron to liquidate multiple excavator units, and so we're excited for the opportunity. And again, what a great selection of machines that we're going to have available here on that December 18th auction to accommodate several different buyers. Like we said, touching 4 different states with where the inventory is located, but be on the lookout because there are going to be multiple units up on the site shortly for Acme Lift on December 18th.
And then how about Hat Bar Cattle Company retirement out of Riverton, Wyoming on the 18th as well?
You bet. So we haven't really talked too much about livestock equipment today, but one thing you're going to want to take note of on this sale is there's a 2006 Kenworth T300 tandem axle feed truck for sale on this sale, and you're going to want to take a look at that. Obviously, we know it's that time of year when the cows have come home and it's time to start feeding cattle, and so the good thing about that is, typically week in and week out, we're seeing great product offerings in terms of cattle feeding equipment and livestock equipment that you can take advantage of here on Big Iron.
And then finally, I want to touch on some dealer auctions that we'll also have in December. Just list who we've got here. But before I do, piggybacking on the cattle there, we do want to recognize our friends in the livestock vertical as well. They've got a Faro Influence breeding stock sale going on in December as well. So please go and check that out. The livestock team out with the equipment team making it happen. So
I just wanted to add there's several different opportunities within that sale, Eric. It's not just one classification of cattle. You've got an opportunity to look at some bred cows, some bred heifers, as well as some fall pairs as well. So we just want to be sure and let folks know that Faro Influence sale is Red Angus. Again, like I said, bred cows, bred heifers, and fall pairs available on that sale on December 9th.
there you go. And then also touching in December, our dealer partnerships super important to us. We want to highlight some of those that are going to be happening in December as well. We've got Western Equipment, Van Wall Equipment, 21st Century Equipment, Stotz Equipment, Plevna Implement, Stoller International, Taylor Implement, and Blue Equipment also all participating in our end of the year December sale. So that's a lot of information. That's a lot of lots. That's a lot of work from our team out there. We appreciate it. And we appreciate the sellers trusting us to move their equipment and their livestock and their land and their classic cars and all the verticals that we touch.
Absolutely. As we come into the end of the year, we want to be sure that everybody is aware of and knows how to get registered to bid and participate in our auctions. And so the biggest source of information in our world is obviously our website, www.bigiron.com. When you go to the website, it's super easy to get registered to bid. I mean, it's about a 2-minute process, and we want to get as many people eligible to participate in those year-end auctions as possible. And so, you can go to the website, you can register there, you can reach out to our customer service team in the office. They can assist you with anything that you would have there in terms of needing assistance, to get registered to bid. And then, as you're preparing to bid, we just want to be sure that you're informed as to all the different opportunities that we provide for bidders and buyers. And one of those things that we've been focused on more as of late is financing. And so when you are looking at a piece of equipment, several of the pieces of equipment that we've referenced this morning, sometimes you need an opportunity to finance that equipment. And we do have a finance partner that can do that. When you're within the lot level, looking at the information, checking out the pictures, reading the description, there is a link to a credit app there that you can get filled out, and we can work to get you pre-approved, so that you can bid confidently on the auction. So again, you'll want to check out the financing that we have available on those larger pieces of equipment. And obviously, if it's eligible for financing, you will see that application button within the listing. So
I mean, everything you need is at bigiron.com. And even if you're thinking about selling equipment, you can go to the website, um, click on thinking about selling. You can fill out the information there. And what's cool about that is routed to your local sales rep. So it's someone in your community, in your area that can get to you fairly quick, pretty quick. So the lead goes to them. They're more than happy to reach out to you, discuss the platform, discuss what we do at Big Iron. So that's another avenue. But everything you need, like you said, is at bigiron.com.
absolutely. And one thing I want to mention, Eric, as we're coming into the end of the year here for our bidders and buyers, typically our weekly auctions are hosted on Wednesdays, and due to the fact that Christmas and New Year's is falling on a Wednesday this year, we did change up that auction schedule just a little bit to accommodate our sellers at the end of the year outside of those holidays that fall on the Wednesday. So I just wanted to note real quick that for year-end auctions, we want our bidders and buyers to be on the lookout because those sales are going to happen the Thursday and Friday following Christmas, and they're going to happen the Monday and Tuesday prior to New Year's. And so I just wanted to make people aware of that as you're going to the site. Be aware of what day those auctions are going to close out just due to the fact that those holidays are falling on our typically scheduled Wednesday auction days.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity out there. It's kind of our playoff season. College football started a playoff. It's kind of our playoff season here at the end of the year. So these are super strong auctions always at the end of our year here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously, no different than in the playoffs. We know in the auction business, there can only be one winner. So, it's kind of fun to watch that activity as the bidding ramps up and we see all the participation that we get at the end of the year and just the engagement levels that we see with such a diverse and extensive inventory. Just a great opportunity for us to connect with so many people across this country and really around the globe. And so, um, well, Eric, thanks again for joining me on the Big Iron Podcast Gear Up. I'll look forward to closing out these December auctions. And folks, we look forward to an outstanding finish to this year and an exciting year coming up in 2025. But thank you, Eric. Appreciate you coming on board and helping me out today. And appreciate all you listeners. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and look forward to talking to you again soon.